Sweet dates as my base. It's going to add the sweetness. Put that in the blender. Some espresso. Now what the coffee does is bring out that chocolatey flavour. You want to blitz this until you have a smooth paste. Alright, now this cake is super easy because it's just about adding all your ingredients into the blender. So I've got some non-tasting vegetable oil. You could use coconut butter. Goes in. Some ground flax seeds. That's going to bind everything together. Some black beans. Not what you expect to have in a chocolate cake, but it will give it that muddy texture. A little bit of the bean liquid. Some vanilla bean paste. Cocoa powder. Teaspoon of salt. And some baking powder. We've got our cake batter ready. I've got a baking tin already lined with some paper, and you just need to pour in your mix. If you wanted to, you could do individual ones, like in a muffin tin. They just take 10 minutes to bake, versus a half an hour for the big one. Spread the mixture out. Then that goes in the oven preheated at 200 degrees for about half an hour. You know when the cake is done if you pull out the skewer, and it should be slightly wet on the tip. You don't want it to be completely dry. The cake should feel a little bit muddy. Let my cake cool down a little bit, and while that cools, I'm going to make a really easy icing using avocados. So normally you'd make icing with butter, but we're going to do a vegan version, just as creamy. So the avocados add that creaminess. Really important you have super soft, ripe avocados. Pop that in your blender. So this cake is vegan. There are no animal products in there. It's also nut-free, refined sugar-free. Basically, it's free from many things, but not free from flavour. Okay, to my icing, I'm going to add a pinch of salt, cocoa powder, and then the sweetener is going to be maple syrup. You can add as much or as little as you like. Adjust it to your liking. That's it. Make sure your cake has cooled down first. So you just want to smooth the icing on the top. Okay, I'm going to add some berries for colour. It's quite nice to cut the strawberry in half. Some blueberries, and then I'm just going to shave some chocolate on. My Swedish chocolate mud cake, one to please everyone.